Chapter 17, Ball of Confusion, The Temptations, originally released as a single, Gordy, 1970, written by Norman Whitfield and Barrett Strong. In this song, everything goes off track. The Earth's terrestrial axis seems to have tilted a bit, and radical climate changes are threatening the planet. Chaos everywhere, prejudice and death, starvation, destruction. It's rolling like a ball and you're packed inside of it. These are turbulent times, and the sons of dogs are roaming the streets. Anarchy breaking out. The air is full of poison, and the whole city is disorganized. None of the parts are in place. Your money doesn't buy you anything, or influence anybody. You're walking unsteady. Get going, they say, and you're marching along, confiding in the great Googa Mooga, your personal deity. The hostility and disorder are like a horrible dream. You feel singled out and closed off. The topsy-turvy issues of the day have got you rattled. You can't describe what you're witnessing, and you're incapable of proving anything. And even if you could, nobody's listening. Everything is iffy and unsafe. You're smack dab in the middle of it. You're an easy mark. And you keep appealing to the great Googa Mooga, begging him for an escape route. Things are tense. You quarrel with everybody. Blood running in the streets. Earthquakes on the next block. Women getting raped on the corner. Spaceships taking off. Nothing fastened down. A new form of oppression every day. You're trying to act the way others want you to act, but it's a struggle. Sharp objects keep flying by. You're trying hard to absorb it all and keep your head above water. You used to have high hopes, high aspirations. You wanted to cure the insane and practice abstinence. You wanted to be a lawyer for the poor. And now you can't find those thoughts. These are the facts of life. The boss politician too. The old baby kisser who got your vote. He promised he'd set you free, but he turned coward and ran for the hills, brushed you off and gave you the cold shoulder. Everything's rotten and tainted. Even your punch-drunk brother. He keeps talking about love. But what's that to you? The more you think about it, the less sure you know what it means. Kids too. They've developed too fast. They've got their heads above the trees, and they're easy targets. You're mystified. Can't get any peace of mind. Everything around you is disintegrating. And you're as far away as can be from normal life. You're telling this to the great Googa Mooga, telling him all, and that you're running from your life. The new Beatles record intoxicates you, but you've no idea what you heard. The atmosphere around you is exploding into pieces. More brutality, more bloodshed, mob rule patrolling the streets. It's grossing you out and making your flesh crawl. Sonny and Cher are in your ear as well, and the beat doesn't stop. Besides that, your wallet is missing. The Middle East is on fire, and a flood just knocked out a whole chunk of a city block. You just passed a magnificent funeral, and you took your own sweet time passing by. You had nowhere to go, and your equilibrium was off. There's fear in the air, a horrible funk that's giving you the jitters. A weird ectoplasm drifting up from the sewers is turning your stomach. What else could be wrong? The city inspectors are after you for breaking the law. Someone's informed on you. Bill collectors are chasing you down for money. Your expenses are through the roof. You're demoralized and embarrassed. And now they want you to check your gun. You keep calling out to the great Googa Mooga, trying to communicate. You ask for wisdom from the ancient sages. It's the same thing over and over. Every 10 seconds, another news flash, another scandal, more headlines, more news commentators, and they're giving you the creeps. Everything is spoilt dirty, everything you touch on. Everyone's rocking your boat, and they all seem to have a defect of one kind or another. The public servants have failed you, and you're being asked for donations for another giveaway program. It's a jungle out there, and things are becoming unrecognisable. You're exhausted from all of this. You need something that's going to bring you around. You search for a safe place, a sanctuary, and you think maybe you'll go and live with the Indians. You look for a secret passage to take you there. You wanted to be in on everything, and now you're right in the thick of it. But then again, things might not be so simple. You may be hallucinating, making too much of it all, blowing everything out of proportion. You just might be a difficult person to get along with. This is a song where the singer has speculated long enough and now he's ready to act. This is a song about the human condition, and rules don't apply. What a difference 10 years makes. A decade earlier, Barrett Strong was the first Motown artist singing the ultimate song of greed with a self-penned money. That's what I want. Then, in 1970, along with Norman Whitfield, he's written one of the few non-embarrassing songs of social awareness, which even manages to give a shout-out to the group that covered his first hit and made him a lot of money. This might be the apex of everything that Barrett Strong and Norman Whitfield wrote. And they wrote a ton of great things. I heard it through the grapevine. I wish it would rain. Cloud 9. Runaway child running wild. Too busy thinking about my baby. I can't get next to you. War. Just my imagination. Smiling faces sometimes. Papa was a rolling stone. Writing a song like this can be deceptively easy. First you assemble a laundry list of things people hate. For the most part, people are not going to like war, starvation, death, prejudice, and the destruction of the environment. Then there's the trap of easy rhymes, revolution, evolution, air pollution, segregation, demonstration. John Lennon got away with it by using his cheeky sense of humour to create a postmodern campfire song, all about baggism and shaggism. But, in less sure hands, one might as well write about the periodic table of elements, with built-in rhymes about calcium, chromium and lithium. Somehow, Barrett and Whitfield managed to avoid these pitfalls, and many others, even as they invoke then topical songs like Eve of Destruction and Indian Reservation. What sells Ball of Confusion is commitment. You can see the pattern to their type of writing. Social issues, human nature issues. They could hide what they were trying to say and say it anyway. Usually, songwriters write a few bad songs, if not many. But these guys don't seem to have written one. Everything they wrote is meaningful and true to life. It's the way things really are. They saw it and told it, relentlessly. They look into the darkness and shine the light, and then they move on and shine the light into a different darkness. But it's always darkness because you can't shine light into the light. They're not preachers. The song is like an old radio show where you could just imagine what you're listening to, and it made for a stronger experience. There's no way you could televise this song. It just wouldn't fit on a screen. Ball of Confusion is pre-rap. If you're just walking around drunk and carefree, this song will sure sober you up. The reality of this song is that it's just as true now as the day it was recorded. There's also different musical interludes, like in a Roy Orbison song. Different voices singing different parts, but serious statements, unlike the Coasters, who might do a similar thing with only foolish talk. We need to hear this song again and again. It could have been written yesterday. Air pollution, revolution, gun control, more taxes, humiliation, obligation to our nation, vote for me and I'll set you free. And the most current, rap on, brother, rap on. Nobody's interested in learning. Only safe place to live is on an Indian reservation. City inspectors, bill collectors. Population out of hand. Everything let loose. 10 people talking at once. It's all right there. And the Temptations are the perfect group to pull it off, along with their great band. A few years back, Motown released the Temptations' vocal recordings of their hits, including this one, stripped of the backing tracks. As beautiful and powerful as those backing tracks are, it is wonderful to hear the Temps gathered around the microphone, a link to old school doo-wop. Harmonies delivered with real-time precision addressing the super-real problems of the day. A record is so much better when you can believe it. Plus, Stevie Wonder plays harmonica here.